Hi and welcome everybody to Mooi Channel. My name is Dima and today I want to speak with you on a very important and almost ideological topic and explain to you why you should stop drinking tea from a tea bag. Well, it can literally kill you. Well, it's not that bad, but often it's very surprising what you find in little paper or pyramid bags, and I want to explore that topic further with you. It's in no way trying to convince you to completely stop tea bags, as all tea has its time and place, but maybe you'll find some insights which you didn't know before about tea bags themselves. And we'll explore the myths, but also the real stuff, right? So before we start, I think you'll definitely enjoy checking out our site and club if you haven't done so yet. I'm here at the Rozengracht 92H in Amsterdam, and it's a place you can experience 130 plus teas sourced directly from 13 countries, as well as see a big collection of unique teaware. But if you can't make it, you can check out our website on Mooi, and we ship internationally. You'll definitely not find any tea dust or tea bags. So let's start with the educational part. And we need to start with what tea is per definition. Tea comes in different varieties, but all are derived from the same plant. Green, black, white and oolong teas are produced from the Camellia sinensis plant, but also of course pu-erhs and other categories I haven't mentioned. And different teas do undergo very different production steps like steaming, frying, rolling and more. However, unlike whole leaf teas, tea bags generally contain broken leaves, dust and fanning, created during the CTC or crush, tear, curl method. And the leaves are placed into large rolling machines that break down whole leaves into smaller pieces that fit into tea bags. Unfortunately, this process results in degradation of the healthy compounds such as L-theanine and antioxidants inherent to the tea plant that helps detox and improve overall health. So that means what you are drinking in tea bags is essentially a byproduct, or even worse, tea that didn't make the cut for good quality tea bags or loose leaf tea, also called trash. Another issue with tea bags is that many of them are too small and they subsequently constrict the tea leaves. Tea leaves release flavor by expanding in water, and when the leaves are restricted, they are unable to infuse the flavor as well. And let me illustrate you that by just showing our actually Taiwanese Earl Grey, which is produced with real bits of bergamot peel. So this is very cool tea. It's €16 per 50 grams, but you can hair infuse it for up to 10 times and it still retains the flavor. And also I would like to show you, well, here you can see it very clearly, right? The big leaves basically, which are also going to expand when you put them in here and also pour hot water on them. And then you have another very popular tea bag. So what's nice here is that this is an unbleached tea bag, so that's at least great. Still made from paper though, and you will be able to see what it contains, which is actually, the first time I opened it was super surprising. I see it already, you don't. I'm just gonna empty the second bag in there, this doesn't only contain tea, but also a side product. And nobody I think knows this. So you may see some white dots in here, right? I don't actually have anything to point it with, but those little white dots, which actually look a bit like lice, what that is are little like sugar granules, which are aroma granules, right? So this is actually the aromatizer, which is the sole reason why your tea tastes like something at all. Tastes like bergamot, for example. And the thing is that the tea this contains actually only has a very strong, like almost bitter flavor. That's the only flavor it gives. There is no natural depth of flavor given at all. That's very sad because they sell this as an organic or very high quality tea blend. However, tea that's like literally dust cannot be high quality. It does not have any inherent taste to it and it starts to get bitter very quickly. But tea that's loose leaf like this really has a lot more potential to release much more flavor as it unrolls and unfolds while you do more infusions. And you can also infuse it, for example, in a teapot. However, it's best not to put it in a tea bag or put it in a large tea bag, as you will constrict the leaves and you don't want that happening. So without further ado, let me actually just show you how infusing a tea like this will completely alter how it looks and how it won't, basically how this tea works compared to this tea. So you see here that first it's even needed to flush the tea to warm it up, right? Still it looks quite normal, but now when we start to do the second infusion, it will slowly unfurl and you'll get a visual show together with a nice taste. And whenever you do this, the aroma really fills the whole room, and that's amazing. So if we leave it for a couple of seconds, like 15 to 10 seconds, that's how much you're supposed to brew it, this method, the Gongfu-cha method, you get already a very colorful and fragrant infusion, and the leaves start opening up more and more. See? Some people even eat salad from tea leaves, and it contains so much good minerals, vitamins, and other substances. I'm not even going to infuse this tea because you get the idea, but the reason why, for example, when you drink any tea bag tea, the flavor is so bitter, and because of the release of tannins, and tannins release very easily when tea is broken. Here, almost no tannins are released, so you can't really make this tea bitterly. And it's a completely different league. So this cup is a weaker, less rich, and it's just in general not that nice of an experience. So if you're not convinced yet, by the way, I can share with you a study that's called the Glaucus study from 2013. The study consisted of 25 varieties of tea bags that were tested for 365 different illegal pesticides of 8 well-known brands, and they are manufactured in India and China for global distribution. There were some shocking results. Here are a couple of well-known brands and tea varieties which were found to be affected. So you have Tetley, pure green tea, long leaf green tea, but also Twinings with the classical Assam tea, classic Lady Grey, English breakfast, Earl Grey, and then you have celestial seasonings. I think you've all seen this with the organic biological place at the shops, especially here in the Netherlands. Authentic green tea, antioxidant max blackberry pomegranate, antioxidant max blood orange, antioxidant max dragon fruit, everything that says antioxidant, but also English breakfast, green tea, honey, lemon, ginger, all of that stuff that is all contaminated, and the list goes on. I just want to spare you with all of that information. It contains literally like 10 different names, sadly. And unfortunately, if you drink tea, you may see several of your favorites on that list, and you've just heard them too. Also, there are teas from Lipton as well, a couple of them. And the Glaucus testing selected an independent and highly accredited lab, so there will be no discretions at all. And the brands were chosen because they were specifically marketed as 100% natural and healthy. And you can check this out below in the link that we've included. It's kind of ironic indeed, because it's just a marketing ploy to make you believe that it's all natural, and this is exactly why organic whole leaf tea is always a better choice. So if the alarming levels of pesticides wasn't enough to get you to make the switch, perhaps the epichlorohydrin that is used, I hope you got that word, is used to treat these tea bags to ensure that they do not disintegrate or tear, will. And this chemical is a chlorinated epoxy compound that is used as an industrial solvent. So it's not only a strong skin irritant, but also a known cancerogen. That doesn't sound all too well, right? And with the teas that we select personally, we travel to China and we do not get it from any wholesalers. So you may ask, okay, but like China is so difficult to control. We know. That is why we've traveled minimally 6 months a year. We always take our own test kits with us, and we test the soil at the farms. So we check if the tea doesn't contain any bad stuff, and we also check if the surrounding area doesn't house any factories. For example, you know, Chinese factories are not quite nice to have near tea plants, right? So we take great care in selecting the teas that we have. And according to the chemical I was just talking about, it requires a special handling procedure, and the companies mentioned above also use this chemical to spray their bags. And that chemical is not only absorbed, but it's being extracted in hot water and then consumed. So it's not only the skin, but also just consuming this chemical. Sadly, this means that often together with what we think is a nice taste, we ingest many other compounds which are just damaging for your body when we consume tea bags. So not all, but a substantial amount, sadly, are just not good for you. And in general, people really focus on what they eat. Many people go vegan. Many people care about what they put in my body, including gluten or any other compounds, any other saturated fats. But why do we not care about tea, which is the most drank substance we consume except water? And really, guys, I urge you to think about this, and also with the whole microplastics thing going on, just consider how healthy it is for you to drink tea like that. And concluding, basically, tea bags were introduced in an era where there were no alternatives to the convenience that they offered, right? You could always drink with like a teapot, but that was just not convenient. And people had foregone quality for quantity, sadly, and convenience basically. But nowadays there are enough tea accessories available in the market, so making loose leaf tea is a much more convenient affair than tea bags. And honestly, I always carry, or not always, but often carry a teapot like this, for example, when I go to travel or go to a hotel. It's just very nice. Whenever you also taste a tea that you love, like with many teas that are loose leaf straight from China, this is a perfect way to make them in a very compact and easy way. We also have a video about this. It's called the 3 Musketeers of Quick Good Tea, because you can make the Gong Fu Cha method with this. And I hope you will take this into account and rethink the way you consume teas and be more mindful about it, because this tea ceremony also helps you be a bit more into the moment and relax instead of like going fast. And also, last thing I want to say, that the effect you get from real tea, real loose leaf tea, is 3 dimensions higher than compared to just tea bags, as they are the real working stuff is just evaporated already. The oils are just broken up, as you see here, right? And here you just immediately smell that much more. So all in all, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, because we just started and it would help out a lot. And I hope I will see you also back on this channel. You can also follow us on Instagram, as we post a lot of educational stuff, but also our events if you live in the Netherlands. And if you want to visit the one-stop shop and also our ceremony spaces here in the club, you're more than welcome to on the Rozengracht 92H. And you can also check out our site, where we have everything that we have here in the club, but then online. It's like an online gallery where you can just browse and lose yourself. So all in all, thank you so much again. My name was Dima, and I hope to see you soon again. Bye bye.